Hey everybody, welcome back down to the underground lair. We have ourselves a silver, it is beautiful, Gretsch Streamliner. Center block with a fixed Electromatic bridge. She is a beaut. She's got your typical Gretsch setup with your master volume, Gretsch EP222 pickups. It's got this really cool tailpiece. Really nice guitar. Buddy bought it used and he just wants a setup on it. Let's just see where we are so we know where we can go. And no drinks on the bench, at least on that end where they're apt to get run into. It's got a Gibson Scale, your 24 3/4 inch, which means we're going to try to get about a see here, holding at the body joint, go with the 17th fret. We want 12th thou relief, and it's got like, I don't even know if it's got 10. It doesn't even have 10th thou relief. So we're going to have to loosen the truss rod. Okay, so we did find that the right truss rod is a 4mm. And I do believe this thing is at it's a two-way truss rod, and it's getting tight going the opposite direction. So I don't want to go much further than what I've already done. I'm at about 3/4 of a turn. Forgot to turn the camera on. We're looking for 12th thou at 7th fret, holding at 17th, and there we go. I got it. Let's see if we have any kind of string buzz. Alright, since it is a Gibson scale, so to speak, we want, at the 12th fret, we want 5/64 and 3/64. Well, we're at 4/64 and we're just a little over 4/64 here. So I need to raise the bridge on the bass side. So what you want to do is you get yourself the right kind of screwdriver, take some tension off the strings, you put a rag over our bridge so as not to mar the head of the screw. .5/64, and that stays the same. And since I did quite a bit of adjusting on the truss rod, let's check that again before we yank these strings off. Just kind of want to get things in the ballpark. A lot of people say, why do you do that? Well, because I can. Helps give me a baseline. Okay, that's right where I want it right now. Now, Buddy did not give me strings, so I don't know what's on here. I don't know. He wants what was on there. So let's find out what's on there. They feel like 10s to me, but I've been doing this a long time and I can't judge that well. Yep. .46. I'm going to put some GHS boomers on here. Ten, 13, 17, 26, 36, 46. We get our famous eraser, which doesn't have any debris on it, any kind of cosmic debris. Little piece of frog tape. That way whenever the strings get loose, this isn't going to fall off and ding the body. And the same way whenever we could take this off, get the bridge piece off, get it loaded, put the loaded stop bar in and put the eraser back in, then we could work up here without worrying about it falling off. I think that's a good idea. And the other thing you want to check with the Electromatic style bridge is to make sure that the back of the bridge is clearing the strings so they all are not touching the back of the bridge, and we're good there. Okay, so we got our strings off, our tailpiece is laying over there, and we're going to polish the frets. These are in fairly decent shape, so I'm not going to go down to my typical 18th thou. I'm starting at 24th thou. We'll do 32, then we'll do 36, and that'll give us a nice shine and really smooth bends. Simple green, it won't hurt your finish. It'll take the junk out of there. It'll allow the wood to absorb the F1 oil so that your fretboard will get well conditioned. also take a 10mm socket and we make sure all the tuning bushings are snug. You don't want to over tighten them, you just want to snug them up because they loosen up as wood shrinks and expands, and it can cause problems with your tuning. When I do my string up, I use the Z technique, if you will. Put the string in at about the 1 or 2 o'clock position on the bass side, and the 11 and 5 o'clock on the treble side. Put the strings in from the top, and then you make a kink in them, and that allows your string to get kind of anchored, if you will. Okay, man, that looks so much better, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and string this up and we'll be back. Alright then, so we got our strings on here. We cleaned up down underneath here. And we take our eraser. Once again, make sure it's good and clean. Piece of tape. Those all go over there. I'll show you the Z method. So you take your first string, and like I was saying, I go from the top, like the 1 o'clock position, down that way. I give myself about, at the 12th fret, about that much. And then, if you see the up here, whenever I pull the end that way, I've got a little Z there, and that's going to hold us in place. We're also going to put some guitar grease. Graphite paste is what it really is. In the slots. All right. You want to make sure your wraps go underneath each other. And you're aiming for about two winds with your wound strings. Make sure it's in the slot on the bridge. Never cut off the ends until you're completely done with the job. And just like that, we're strung up. Our string height remains the same. Our relief remains the same. Actually, okay, we're a hair sharp there. see what we can do about that. So if it's sharp, the saddle's going to go that way. If it's flat, it goes that way. So we're going to make it longer. I'm going to reduce the tension. Strings are still stretching, so okay, we got it. The A is a hair sharp, which was my preliminary finding on all these. Okay, the A is on. Excuse me. Allergy season. D's also a little sharp. There's some sharp fret ends. I think we're going to take care of two. Okay, the D's on. G is also sharp. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you stay over there. G's on. B's on. E's on. We'll check string buzz. So we're just making sure that we have proper you want it to be between 18 thou and 22 thou, and we are right there. Whoever cut that nut did it right. Oh yeah, we gotta see if it makes the right kinds of noise. Plug in the noisemaker. Makes those kind of noises. Let's make sure there's no tone. So volume, volume, tone. everything seems to work like it's supposed to. All right. And no scratchy in the output jack. I really dig this color too. Alright, so what did we do? We start up here. Tighten the bushings for the tuning machines. We put some graphite paste in the nut slots. Cleaned in between all the places we couldn't get to once you have strings on it. But fingerprints will get on the pickups when you're doing your setup. Okay, so, ooh boy, does that look nice. We polished the frets and we cleaned and oiled the fingerboard. Made sure the electronics work, set the intonation. Okay, now last thing, pickup height. This one had to come down. Now that's good. That one actually could come up just a hair. Nice. I could drop a hair. Good. I could come up a hair. There we are. And this is a beautiful looking guitar, and them frets, nice and shiny. Oh yeah, I wanted to fix a couple of these sharp fret ends. Just because I can, and it won't take long. It's got a safe edge on it. This particular tool is called the Fret Guru. It's typically used for crowning, but it's also a great way to take care of these pain in the butt sharp fret ends. So we're going to call this one done. Like I said, I'm going to wipe it down and trim the extra string floppies off of there, and call Buddy and tell him to get it out of here. I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair, and please, if you need your axe sharpened, I'm on Facebook. Hit the instant message button and we'll get you lined up. Please like and subscribe. Be good to your neighbor. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Take care of the old folks. They're precious. And peace. Love you guys. Thanks.